I'm not sure what version both of them are playing on. So there may be a difference with load times there, which gives one of them a slight advantage. It looks as if GoomEevee is playing on physical, whereas Glass is playing on digital, which gives Glass about an 11-second advantage throughout the course of the run. So they're both doing about the normal movement for the beginning of Cap. Glassfangs just getting some tighter movement, which gives him a slight advantage. So, Glassfangs is just slowly gaining time. Ooh, but missing left side. That will give Glass a slight disadvantage over Goom. Though not too major, considering he backed it up fairly well. And also, mailing fast topper strats. That leaves Goon with about a 230 cap, and I did not catch what Glass's is. Looks like a 223. Which, even with the missed left side, is quite impressive. GoomEevee again making some slight mistakes with the movement, having to cap dive instead of just doing the double jump dive, which I think Glass got. Debate in the chat over physical versus digital. Digital clearly being better, but seeing a reason for debate anyway. Also, Goom is using the Japanese text, which is slightly slower than Chinese simplified, which is what Glass is using. I'm not sure why she is using that. So both of them with pretty good movement up to the dino. Glassfangs and Goom both getting Dino Skip and then going into Madame Brood. Glassfangs getting the fast hit. Oh, but Goom messing it up as Glassfangs gets it. That is another, I think, about a 5-second time loss. But getting it the second cycle, that's good. So we're looking at about a 15 to 20 second difference already, just from a little bit of worse movement and mistakes from both runners. Let's see if either of them will be going for a chest clip. Looks like Glass is not, with some very good movement up to above a high cliff. And finishing with around a 537 or 538 exit. Oh, Goom with the bonk. heading up to above the high cliff, backing up pretty well, and finishing the kingdom with around a 557 exit. So that's about a 20-second difference already. So both runners heading into Sand Kingdom, which is much more difficult than the first two kingdoms of the game, which we've seen. Goom about to go into sleep mode, but and messing up some menuing, and losing just a little bit of time. But yeah, let's see if either runner goes for Dram, because they both are going for DSTA, and I assume they'll both make it. Depending on what Goom's offset is. The Glassfangs is able to get the bird and head into the pipe. So Goom with a little bit of more intermediate movement, but still able to get the bird and every other moon, and is heading into the Rumble Room. Oh, but getting a bonk, which is a little unfortunate, but not a huge mistake. So Goom is grabbing the seed, and Glass is grabbing the Dune Moon. They're coming up on Dram, which is one of the more difficult parts of Sand Kingdom, but both runners are fairly experienced, so they should be able to nail whatever they are going for. Although it looks like Glass is setting up for Dram. And it looks like he does end up getting it. Also, he's going for one bill in Sand, which is a relatively difficult trick. Goom is not going for a Dram, which is probably a smart decision, as it's not a super consistent trick. Although she is going for Bullet Bill and Nip, which just loses a little bit of time over Dram, but it does not make it, with the Bullet Bill crashing into the spawner, I guess. So Glass is just finishing up. Sand Kingdom has 3 more moons to go. So both runners getting fairly good Jaxie skips, but Glass does not get one throw notes, and Goom just taking damage and kind of messing up the line, although it's not too big. And Glass is globing. With, I want to say, a 10-2x exit. Yeah. We are seeing a little bit more difference coming up between these runners due to their respective skill levels, although neither making many mistakes. So Goom getting a 1054 globe. Now we're up to Lake, which is, in my opinion, a little easier than Sand. Let's see if either of them will be going for Light Clip, which is a fairly difficult trick. Glass messing up that jump a little bit, but backing it up perfectly, which is really good to see and really shows his knowledge of the game. Yes, so Glass is going for Late Clip. Not getting it first try, but pretty close. And getting the out of bounds movement, grabbing the checkpoint as Goom heads into Lake. Goom with a little bit of trouble getting this jump, but is able to do it. There we go. And taking damage from the Goomba. We will see if she goes for Late Clip as well. Oh. Taking the safer option, which is a good idea, considering that this is a race, and at a 105 level, I wouldn't expect to be very consistent at it. Ooh, Glassfangs doing the camera trick for this moon. If you stand in the spot and then center your camera and go into first person mode, you are able to get the camera through into the other room so that you can talk to the person without heading into the room, saving a little bit of time. So Glass is finishing up Lake as Goom heads into Rango with a 1326 exit. Very, very good. I'm seeing just over a minute difference between the two of them so far, but Wooded, which is coming up, is one of the harder kingdoms in the game. We'll see what route they'll be going for and how they do it. I assume both of them will be going for Nut Clip, but the more advanced tree route, I don't know who would be going for it. You wanted to do Light Clip, but you didn't want to feel like you were throwing. Yeah, that's understandable, especially after coming back from a break from the game. You're generally a bit shakier at tricks like these. So Goom exiting with a 14:33 exit. I think that's about 1:07. Glassfangs is going for tree route, which saves a few seconds over just regular Nut Clip. We will see how Nut Clip goes as Goom enters the kingdom. Glassfangs looking like he did get Nut Clip and is able to do the out of bounds movement very comfortably. And very quickly. Oh, but falling down on the ramp, if you aren't essentially going straight up the ramp, and your angle on it is a bit too strong, you have a tendency to fall down and lose your momentum. Does not look... I don't know what Goom is going for. Does not seem to be going for... true route, but also getting nut clip, which is very good to see. GoomEevee also doing the more the easier way of getting back up after behind the rock wall, and also getting the ramp first try. Glassfangs getting FRS and also the movement afterwards with true route, which is good to see. So both of them are in pretty easy parts of the run. A bit of a break from the rest of the difficult rest of Wooded Kingdom. I assume Glass will... Well, he has to go for Spiritless, which means Fast Pipes, which is another fairly difficult part of the kingdom. GoomEevee was having a little trouble with the Piranha taking a bit of damage. Glassfangs getting a nice dive vault, heading up to not around the corner, and heading into pipes. As Goom is heading up to FRS or just the Flower Road, depending on what she decides to go for. So she's going for FRS and does get it. Well as Glassfangs, who I'm pretty sure got very good pipes. So Glassfangs is finishing up as GoomEevee heads into the tower. Another fairly easy part. And let's see. I assume GoomEevee will be going for fast pipes pretty soon. I wasn't able to catch the wooded exit from Glassfangs. So GoomEevee is going for the easier strat of taking Spewer instead of pipes. As Glass heads into Cloud, which does have Bowser's fast stats, which can be fairly annoying. Getting the first fast stat perfectly, as Goom finishes up Spirit. Glassfang getting the second fast stat perfectly. And heading up to the third. Looks to be about a minute and a half difference between the two runners. But anything can happen in the upcoming kingdoms as Glass finishes up Cloud. So Glassfangs is doing Meme Tree. Ooh, but not able to get the Cappy return jump and missing Meme Tree and dying. Which is not great. But it seems like he's doing well now. That should lessen the about minute and 45-second difference between the two runners. But Goom is going up to fast stats where really anything can happen. But she makes the first fast stat. Very good. Glassfangs continues along through Lost. She makes the second fast stat. Glassfangs triggering Klepto. About to go for a Torpedo, which can be a little bit of an annoying part of the run. So Goom is getting the 3 fast hats, but Glassfangs messing with Torpedo with a bit of a strange dive and having to take damage in order to grab the Torpedo Moon. So Glassfangs also going for Cage Triple, which is a bit of a difficult trick, but he nails it. As Goom heads up to Meme Tree. Also dying to Meme Tree. As Glass dies to the last moon, although that does not lose as much time. We'll have to see how Goom does in comparison. Getting Meme Tree. Second try. So Glass with a 2302 lost exit. This is fairly good and seems to be about a minute and a half ahead of Goom. As Glass heads into Night Metro, which is has a few sections that lose a lot of time if done incorrectly, such as a 3-cycle Wiggler, and I don't know what Goom is doing right now. She seemingly went over to the other Torpedo before getting the Staircase Moon. But, lining up the Torpedo for the Block Moon, as Glassfangs not making many real mistakes in the beginning of Night Metro. Goom is going for a much easier route for the end of Lost, which is probably good as it only loses about 2 seconds. Glass is setting up to City Hall jump, which is not too difficult a trick. And he's able to get it. Goom is exiting about a minute 55 behind now. As Glass enters Wiggler. But not able to hit for the first couple hits of Wiggler, as hitboxes can be terrible in this fight. Goom doing the same movement up to. Yeah. So Glass getting a pretty good cycle and able to hit it perfectly. GoomEevee also getting GoomEevee falling down, but able to do the very fast backup for falling down there, which only loses a couple of seconds. Glassfangs is exiting Night Metro right now. So it's time for City Hall for GoomEevee, and almost time for Scoot Clip, which is another annoying part of Day Metro. And there are some. Well, there's one other route for Day Metro, being the bullet building route. Let's see if either of those runners are going for it. Oh, GoomEevee missing City Hall jump, but able to buffer a jump. Let's see how she backs it up. Glassfangs getting Scoot Clip and getting the next dram in Metro. So we are pretty close to where the routes differ for Glassfangs, so we'll see what he plans on doing. Goom heading into Wiggler. Let's see how that goes. Hopefully better than the City Hall. It does look like Glassfangs will be going for bullet building route. Getting slots perfectly with a spin throw. And heading into building. So Goom is getting a pretty good brutal. That was not brutal. Wiggler, that was not many hits. And Glass able to get the very good building. I'm warping up to City Hall as Goom finishes up Night Metro. So the section that Glass is heading into right now can be a bit annoying with this essentially blind dive into this moon. But he is able to do it. Goom heading up to the dram, and I assume able to get it. It's one of the easier drams in the route. Then going to Scoot Clip, which he does not get drive by and does not get a too good a backup, but is able to get it. Okay. Glassfangs just has the People's Room left in Day Metro. So it does seem like he is quite a bit ahead. Let's see if Goom is going for the bullet building route. And a PvP pace? Oh. Even with that loss. Okay, so Goom was going for a bit of an older route, where you warp then instead of after the musicians. Just loses a little bit of time, but it shouldn't matter too much. So Glass is coming up on Snow, which has one of the harder tricks in the route, being Snowdram. He still has a relatively difficult kingdom ahead of him before Snowdram happens. So Goom is not far from the end of Day Metro, which means we will soon see if she's going for Snowdram. Oh, Glassfangs not getting Snow Clip and having a bit of trouble grabbing the moon in general. So Glassfangs is able to do the Poison Room good so far. It's like about a 3-minute difference. Although I may be incorrect, as I'm not quite sure. So Glass is going to Goomba Room. Goom with a 3347 Metro exit. Glass is having... Oh, Glass missing the triple jump. He was a little bit too far, and not even a Rainbow Skin could save that, which means he has to go back here and jump over. Pretty major mistake from Glass. As Goom heads into Snow. Let's see if she'll be going for Snowdram. Thank you, Miss Mission, for the follow to Cool Cat Gang. Alright, so plus RNGs for Glassfangs heading to Snowdram. As we see if Goom is going for it. And it looks as if she is. Glassfangs getting Snowdram, very good. And globing at around 35-30. Goom, I think, possibly... No, not getting Snow Clip. Got the up warp, but not the angle, I presume. Yeah, it looks like about a 35-51 exit. Yeah, also a clean roll cancel bounce out of Snowdram. Goom having a bit of a weird angle, to her triple jump, but able to back it up with a bonk. So Glass is heading into Seaside. I assume he'll be going for Fish Clip, but either way, Seaside is a fairly easy kingdom compared to Metro, Snow, and Luncheon, which are all around it. So Gooma's heading into Goomba Room, which means she just has this room, then Shop, and then Snowdram. Glass. Grabbing the fish that he will carry throughout the rest of the kingdom until the Sphinx room. Oh yeah, some of the later races are going to be incredible. We have Hey There and Dansta both in this race, which are both like top 10 runners. Oh yeah, sub to the Cool Kicking YouTube. Goom is not getting a vault on Snowdram, but hopefully doing well. Also not lining up perfectly. Getting another bounce instead of a vault. Glass. There we go for Goom. Making Snowdram very good. 30. Looks like about a 325 difference between the two runners for this. Which, considering their PVs, is about expected. So Goom with the 39-12 Seaside exit. Sub 40 exit, very nice. As Goom heads into Seaside, they're just about a Seaside Kingdom apart. Yes, we're heading to Luncheon. I have a feeling Glass is not going to go for Spiritless Luncheon, which is fairly difficult, but he's going for Salt Triple, which saves about a second, and he gets... While Goom is going into the pipes. Seaside. Glass is heading into Spirit, which means he's not doing Spiritless. So both runners doing pretty well. Glass finishing up Spirit. And Goom heading to the fish. Of course, going for fish clip as it's a quite simple route. Also, Goom showing off the Joy-Cons with that above water down throw into the fish. Okay. Glass getting roll cancel out of the room and heading into the Peronza town. Heading up to Fish Clip, which is definitely not all too difficult considering the tricks that have been used in this run so far, or in these runs. But can still be the source of some mistakes, depending on how well it goes. But Goom looking to get fish. No, actually. There. Getting it. Clipping back into bounds is a bit of a problem that presents itself with Fish Clip, but she's able to do that okay without clipping back in. Glass is about to head into Forks, room and luncheon. It looks like this luncheon is going not particularly well, but pretty well for him. So Goom getting a very high 42 exit of Seaside, as Glass is having a little bit of trouble with Forks. But is able to get it in the end with a surprisingly good cycle. So Glass is setting up to Crag as Goom is starting up luncheon. But I don't think that will make... No, that will not make Salt triple. I believe you do need a triple jump to make it. There we go. Goom is heading into Spirit, unless she goes for Spiritless, which I would doubt. Yep. As Glass has gotten the Cheese Moon and is heading into the end of luncheon. This part can be a little bit risky, depending on the strats he goes for. Yeah, with a little bit of a weird vault. Oh, not a vault at all. Just getting a bounce. Able to get up to. We're learning 70 stars hard. Yeah, 70 stars is very difficult. Alright, Glass is just finishing up luncheon as Goom heads into the sub area. It's looking like a high 45 exit for Glass. Ooh, Goom taking damage after that very strange momentum. Yeah. Luncheon geometry not being very nice to Goom right now. 4547 exit from Glassfangs. As Glass is heading into Ruin Kingdom, which is probably the easiest kingdom in the game. Oh, Goom also showing off Joy-Cons with the mid-air down throw. Although Ruin can get you a pretty big difference between top runners and intermediate runners. Just due to general movement within it. As well as digital loads, which Doom does not have that advantage. Oh, Goom getting, having a bit of trouble with forks as well. Messing up the same bit as Glass did. Also, Glass grabbing the Captain Toad hint art for good luck. And 200 coins. Yeah, both runners were messing up that, first fork. Yeah, same as in Lost, they both messed up Meme Tree. Seem to be making similar mistakes. Although Goom, getting hit by that ceiling. Which is very annoying. Ooh, Goom also going for the more difficult way to get up there. Does not save much time and is a little bit risky, but she goes for it. Without Meme Tree, this would be PB pace. Dang. Forks is easier. Just well, Forks is very easy to make mistakes on. It's very motion control, oriented and dependent. So Goom is going into the end of luncheon. Looks like she's going to make the vault, which Glass did not. And Glass is finishing up Ruined. Looks like Goom is able to do Behind the Mountain pretty well. Although, doing a bit of hesitation and... Oh, dying! 2 Behind the Mountain. Just did not have enough momentum to make that, and didn't go for the backup where you can essentially run up the wall. So that is a fairly large time lapse for Goom. And another falling down, thankfully not dying, only taking 1 bit of damage. Glass is going for the Bird Dram in, or yeah, Pokeo Dram in Bowser's, which is a somewhat difficult strat that is pretty good. I don't know how much time it saves though, or if it saves any in RTA. So Goom is heading out of lunch in Kingdom. Okay. Goom globing. So it looks like over a 5-minute difference at this point, as Yeah, 502 difference. Glassfangs messing up the dive back shard, but able to back it up very nicely. Which is, one of the main things that separates a very good runner, such as Glassfangs, from, anyone not quite at his skill level, is that he's able to do, very consistent backups, even if he doesn't do movement perfectly. So GoomEevee is heading into Ruined, the easiest kingdom in the game. See if Glassfangs will not be going for the Dram with this moon, which saves a little bit of time, but is fairly risky, and considering he's quite far ahead, it's fine for him not to go for it. Oh, Goom also got the Captain Toad hint art, which I did not see. Glass is heading into Topper first, which is in fact bad. Yes, Wisconsin. Topper first is not optimal. If you check BTT, it does Harriet first. I'm pretty sure, or at least it used to. So Goom is heading out of, or finishing up the dragon, but has a couple of cutscenes before she leaves the kingdom. Glass is just going for regular Topper strats, or Harriet strats, no Harriet or any other advanced. It doesn't make a difference, but Harriet first is correct. So Glassfangs with the 5344 Bunny's exit. Mecha Wiggler RNG is better for next run. Yep. Glassfangs heading up and not doing crates as he already did Bowser Dram, but he is dying right there. Goom is heading into Bowser's. See if Glass does better this time. So one advantage of going for Bowser Dram, or the Pokeo Dram, is that you do not have to do a blind jump at the beginning of mech. GoomEevee is also going for it, which is good. Glassfangs heading into mech. Bless RNG. Even with a little bit of a bonk, but not really a huge thing. Glass already messing up Birdless a little bit, but able to back it up and grab that Rango hit. See if he goes for Goryu strat. Looks like it. And then target acquired, which is another difficult mech strat, and we'll see if he goes for it. Goom's heading into shards, which is a bit of an annoying part of the run. but she should be able to do it. Yes, so Glass looks like he is going for target acquired. Just setting up right here. Yep. And he does get it. Goom, again, also having trouble with dive back shards and with the death, but attempting. No. Definitely not going to make it back. Yeah. Another death is unfortunate. And also heading into the last shard with the Pokio for some reason, which made her take damage. So, Glassfangs with a 57 3x Bowser's exit. Which looks like a low 102 or a high 101, which is a very good run for Glassfangs, especially considering the meme tree death, well, the 2 deaths in Lost, and the death at the beginning of Mac. The split. But Goom is heading up to bunnies. And also doing topper first, that means both of their runs are invalid. Sad things to see. Oh, and Goom also taking damage. And not able to get to the whichever topper bubble is the real one. It's a particularly big mistake to make. Glass is able to do Moon vectoring very well, with quite a good start to Moon. Let's see how Cave Skip goes for him. It's very good. But he does have to wall jump as he went for a single jump instead of a backflip. Goom again going for intermediate strats and Harriet. Glass only seemingly about 3 minutes from the end of the round. Goom does have a little while to go. Ooh, Glass going for the first Bowser fast stat in Moon and barely getting it as Bowser was jumping away. Also doing very pog strats with the spin throw or the spin jump. Goom on like mid 109 pace. I'm not sure. Assuming like a. Oh, thank you, video game review for the follow. Too cool, that game. Yep, Goom also Ooh, and SMO David with the follow as well. Oh, I have not been paying attention to Glassfangs. I do not know how he did on the second fast set, but he did make the third one. As Goom heads into Mac less RNG. So Glassfangs, I think he's on like a high 102 pace. I don't know why I thought he was on low 102 or high 101 pace into Moon. Goom is going for Goryu strat, one of the more difficult parts of the mech. Okay, not going for target acquired. Very good idea. I think Glassfangs was setting up to go for 2DSS. Probably just as a Goom falling off mech going into the 4th cycle. Let's see how she backs this up. Glass is about to head into pillars. Low 103 pace, definitely. This might be a 102, depending on how Pillars goes. If Pillars does go well, he should be able to 102, though. Yeah, he just needs 1 flat Pillars. Which, for a runner of his skill level, is nothing special, and definitely possible. Especially considering how well these Pillars are going so far. Goom just grabbing the multi-moon. The last moon of the game. Aside from the kingdom. Glass looking like a 102. That looks like a 102.56. Yeah, a 56 or a very low 57. GG Glass, GG. Goom is heading out of mech. Looks like a very low 109 for Goom. Let's put some GGs. Goom is going to need to pull out a fairly good moon if she wants to 108. That will need to be a 2x moon, which is possible. Glass deciding whether to download something. I'm starting off with vectoring, which looks very good. Goom not getting the rocket flower. Not sure how likely 108 is anymore. This outside is not too good. Oh, and missing cave skip. Yeah. Again, Glassfangs downloading stuff online. Let's see how that stats goes for Goom. Yeah, this looks like a 5-4 or a 5x or 5-5x moon for a Goom. Rocket League is gone. I assume Glass just deleted Rocket League. What are you? Glass does not have Nintendo Switch Online and cannot play SNES games. Time to. Goom is finishing up the Bowser fight. This is definitely... I don't know how possible 108 is right now. I think it's difficult. We bought to buy Switch Online during a race, Pog. Let's see how these lines are for Goom. Since that's essentially what this part of Escape boils down to. Let's see if Goom goes for 2DSS as well. Oh, doesn't look like it. Glass headed into a lake file. Let's see if Goom goes. Goom is going for 2D skip. But not XD skip, just the XD skip that actually saves time. Yeah, it's definitely not. A 108. Goom would need BTT pillars and still get a 109 flat. It looks like an OX or a... No, a 1X pill, or 109 1X. Very respectable times from both runners. Of course, Glass just having the upper hand for being a very experienced and skilled player, as there was a big difference in their PBs. Yeah, Lake Clip does seem to be patched for Glassfangs. That looks like a 109-12 from Goom. There we go. Congratulations to both runners. I will throw some emotes in chat. Some very nice background music. Yeah. Good job to both of you. Oh, you're going into Clone Hero. About to play some song. Yeah, 1.5k hours from Glass. Quite a lot of time. Yeah, well, it looks like we won't have any interviews. Congratulations to both, runners. But yeah, make sure to follow both Glassfangs and GoomEevee. They're both really good runners that deserve follows.